This episode is brought to you by Sunroom. The house can get crowded, and if you need somewhere for family or friends to stay during the holidays, the Sunroom is a pet-friendly rental in Paragould with a top-rated Airbnb Superhost rating. Beautiful scenery, overlooking a nice pond, peaceful, relaxing, much better than a hotel.
Quality Voices is hiring now for daytime and nighttime shifts. They are a faith-based company that works on behalf of political endeavors and nonprofit organizations. You can fill out an application at 5510 Southwest Drive, Suite 4. They have great management, great family atmosphere, and a great environment. Quality Voices in Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Big Circle with your host, Ivy Heron Jr.
Yes, and Derek Followell.
Hey, we're excited to be here at this big rectangle, big circle. We're excited to have you along on this adventure. So, you go ahead and start us off here.
Well,
first
Derek. Off, I want to say I really do like your Paul Bunyan shirt.
I like it too.
I thought it was cool. Did you guys think it was cool? We got a thumbs up from everybody. This guy plumb got
There's
his
two
head.
People in the room, and you got a thumbs up, and you're saying from everybody.
That's three.
Dirtbag.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh. So anyway, we don't have the overview today like we normally do. So we're down. We were gonna have 3 cameras. We got 2. Anyway, it'll be all right.
Yeah, learning how to multitask. So we just got the switcher capabilities. I cannot believe people tune into this podcast sometimes after I get done listening to it, but I'm so excited you joined into this. So
absolutely.
We're excited about these new opportunities. We got a couple technical difficulties that we're working on, but we're excited to have each and every single one of you here to join us on this endeavor. So you go ahead and lead us.
Okay, so here was the deal. So the last episode, you guys know that have been watching, the last episode, Ivy was so excited because I always pick the topic. And he was just pumped that it was his day and he was going to get to pick the topic. So we get here today and...
no, you didn't give me an opportunity to give the topic yet.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I don't have one.
So we get here today, and we're like, Ivy, today's the day that you have the topic. And he was frozen. He's like, are you guys kidding me? So what did you do after that?
I thought about walking out that door and just being like, we'll call it a day, and we'll see y'all next week. So...
And then you got your phone and said, hey, Siri.
Yeah, what's the best 5 podcast topics that we can come up with? They were all like about taxes and stuff like that. So go imagine that.
So for the last 15 minutes or 20, everything we've been talking about, Ivy's just been listening. Oh, that would make a decent topic.
What was the first one we came up with?
I don't even remember. But anyway, back to a few things. We got to talk about growth here. So how's the coffee, the black coffee?
Still tastes like motor oil.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
we're not there yet.
We're 3 weeks into it, but the plus side of it tastes like Pennzoil instead of Lucas. So I mean,
Okay. Is
at
Lucas
the same
bad?
time, I mean Lucas necessarily, it's a hit or miss, I guess you
Okay.
could say. So I mean,
All right, well.
but I mean, I think I'd rather drink Pennzoil than Lucas. So.
Okay. All right. Well, we figured that out. So your topic today is, our topic today could be what do we do in life when we don't have a topic?
Good question. We freeze. We don't do anything. We just go with the flow.
That's exactly
So,
right. Yeah.
let's talk about going with the flow then.
Yeah, okay. So when we live a life in which we don't have topics, what does our life look like?
Very chaotic, sporadic. I mean, there's just a multitude of categories that fit into that.
Absolutely.
So the go with the flow mentality necessarily isn't the best. I understand some situations are good for that.
Right.
But I've also learned today that this is not one of them. So.
No, seriously though, let's talk about a few things. So since we don't have a topic, we're just going to analyze some things that have happened today, and and we'll just grow from that. By the way, before we talk about what happened today, we have to talk about what happened a few days ago. So. We go over to Ivy's house. I'm going to teach him how to cook some cheeseburgers. And so I'm teaching him how to cook some cheeseburgers, which I think you did pretty good.
I think I did phenomenal.
Yeah.
Give me credit where it's due.
Okay.
32 years old, first time using a grill.
Okay.
Get out of my business.
Okay. So we're teaching him how to cook some burgers and all that good stuff, and we're getting ready to do that. And we have some soda, which is not cold. So we go to get some ice, in which we find out that his refrigerator or freezer doesn't half work. And
you're judging my refrigerator?
I just thought you have gold rims on your truck. Your refrigerator doesn't.
And I don't have ice.
And your ice maker's broke.
Touche, Pastor. Touche.
Oh.
I've always liked to live on the dangerous side, but I never thought that, gold wheels and no ice maker would go hand in hand. So here we are.
We're praying that he'll get a gold ice maker and some silver. What are we talking about?
Obviously, gold wheels, which you can find at Heron Tire Service at 700 East Kings Highway or 300 Airport Road, serving you the best from east to west.
There you go.
Boom.
That's a good plug.
Or
he said that's $100.
Charge it to my account, Austin. Charge it. And,
that's funny.
But yeah. Obviously, I need an ice maker. That can be the topic too.
Absolutely.
Whatever we want to.
So no, seriously though. So we come in today and. Truthfully, this is the truth. It's just how we live our lives, and then me, you, and Austin got to talking, and we're going back and forth. So we're gonna kind of start there. So you come in today, and we talk about your shirt, your Paul Bunyan shirt.
Awesome.
Which we really did like.
Yeah.
But your immediate reaction to us calling it the Paul Bunyan shirt made
go
you
outside and burn it.
Yeah, what did it make you feel like?
Oh, I mean, I still like this shirt, but I immediately thought to myself, well,
do they not like it?
Do they not like it? Yeah.
Right.
Very good.
Why does that happen?
Human nature.
Yeah.
Living up to other people's expectations.
Right.
Learning, I don't know, just learning to be yourself in a world full of things that tell you to be everything but you. That one's a tough one.
Right.
So, because we get so focused on social media to see all these other things evolving around us, but then we forget to look straight ahead at what's to come.
Yeah.
And we get distracted by all these other things. Well, we should look like this. Our business should look like this. Our friends should look like this. Our relationships, our marriage should look like this. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what the trap we get caught up into. And
I think this is obviously Derekology in my opinion, but I think we have created a world where laughing about anything is always making fun of somebody or something.
Yeah, it's not, because we get to make fun of each other, and it's fun. And we can make it fun.
Seriously, I literally liked the shirt. Right?
Still super.
But you see what I'm saying? And it's just how quickly we've created a narrative in our world that, it's almost like laughter's almost become offensive.
Yeah.
And I can't stand that philosophy. Yeah. I mean, even the word says laughter doeth good like medicine. Mm-hmm. Man, I get to laugh and I get to feeling better.
We laughed for a good 30 minutes straight. Right before this podcast, over my Paul Bunyan shirt.
Right.
And multiple other things.
Right.
I mean, it's good, man.
Right. Right. So, I mean, we find ourselves in a place a lot of times where we're just so caught up in what somebody's opinion may be of us that can cripple us in every way. Yeah.
And, well, let me encourage you this, too. We get so caught up in living in a fake world almost, and I don't necessarily mean that the way it sounds, but we do get distracted easy. We think that everything that looks good over here is good.
Right.
But we don't see behind the scenes.
Right.
So, we got to get to a point, too, where we stop trying to live in other people's shoes,
right,
and start beginning to create our own shadow, our own destiny.
Yeah,
so
walking in our own shoes.
Yeah,
I mean, I can't spend my life trying to live up to someone's expectations of me.
Yeah,
I want to set my expectations of myself and live up to those. And I think we even skew that. You and Austin were talking about that before the podcast started today, is what's the difference in our personal expectations and then the expectations that we think someone has
So we found a topic, expectations. I'm excited about the new topic that I just came up with that I thought about real hard over the last week and a half. So, yeah.
Okay, great. So how are you going to start it?
I don't know.
Since it's your topic, expectations.
Whatever, dude. Put me on the spot again. I don't know. You go ahead for it.
Okay, so let's talk about expectations.
Okay.
What expectations? Give me a person that has expectations on you right now, how you feel like you're living up to them. And that person may be yourself, someone else. I don't
Perfect
know.
way to start. Okay. So I've been struggling here lately with expectations of running a business. And in running a business, you almost feel like you get consumed in that. And because in a sense, man, the community is depending on you to do a job and do it 100%.
Right.
So those expectations kind of get crowded with the opinions of necessarily maybe your work, what you've done, different opinions, different. So I saw a quote the other day, and it said, owning a small business is constantly feeling guilty no matter what you're doing. So we're always doing something, but we're always thinking of what we could do better. Mm-hmm. But why are we thinking of what we could do better? Is it because of the expectations of other people? Is it because we know we can do better? So you got to separate the two and figure out what those expectations are.
Right.
And what people expect.
Man, I think there's a real danger. I mean, obviously, I worked in a small business for some years. Currently now pastoring a church, and have been doing that for how long now? 12, 13 years, something like that. I can, people are always going to analyze what you should do. Yeah. There's thousands of people out there that aren't a business owner that can tell you how to be a business owner.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
That's right.
There's another set of thousands of people that have an idea of what a business owner should do, and they're watching you to see if you can do that, and you can get lost up in their analyzation. And
you almost get to the point where you actually believe those things that are being said when it's kind of like the shoes we were talking about. Man, you don't have to, there was somebody had brought up something to my attention, filling someone's shoes. Mm-hmm. And I had made the statement, I'll never be able to fill that man's shoes, but what I can do is pick up the shoes that I'm wearing, put those on and feel those and keep walking.
Yeah. So you have to just be happy with the decisions, the mindsets that you live with. I could walk out here right now and give my car away to somebody and walk home. Yeah. And somebody would be like, "Oh, he's trying to get rich." Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, I could literally give my car away and walk home. Yeah. And somebody would think there was some motive behind whatever you were doing.
And I also think that it's important for the audience to hear this. You're going to make decisions every single day. For you to live up to the expectation that every one of those decisions was made correctly, get that out of your head. Because we're all going to make mistakes daily. Learning how to not dwell in that and to keep moving forward is a whole different subject in
Absolutely.
itself.
Absolutely. I don't even know if you've realized what's happened, but, I mean, being on the journey with you for the last probably year, just a little more hands-on in the last year, talking to each other daily or texting or, whatever the case may be, I hear your expectations have changed. Before you didn't want to disappoint your mom, or you didn't want to disappoint your dad's legacy, or you didn't want to disappoint your wife, and you didn't want to disappoint this or that or me or whatever. Now it's like, man, what's beautiful about it is you don't want to disappoint you.
That's it. Man, we take too much time. It's almost like in sobriety or anything else we do. If you're doing it for everybody else, it's not going to work.
Right.
But when you start fulfilling that purpose for you, and realizing that, hey, it does matter what other people think, but that's not what's going to keep me motivated.
Right.
What's going to keep me motivated is, there's always there's a happy medium. I don't care what people think. That's not
in a healthy way.
In a healthy way. I don't. Yeah, that you got to kind of push that mentality out, because you do got to care what people think. That people are valuable.
Absolutely.
And learning that people are valuable to you in your life and what you can do to, and also investing in people that necessarily don't have anything to invest back, bro. There's so much healing in that, and I've learned that along this journey that hey, not everything's going to be unicorns and rainbows, but it's still going to be good.
Yeah, I guess there's a healthy, learning that there's a healthy, like, I don't care, like, I don't want to take that on, that healthy way of I don't want to take that on. That's a good thing. That unhealthy way is the difficult part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where I'm just taking on so much care of what everybody else has done.
Right.
So real quick, we're going to run to a commercial. We thank you so much for joining us so far. We're excited about what we're going to be talking about in the next few moments, especially now that we have a topic. Sharp Custom Hauling. They serve all of Northeast Arkansas and haul a variety of materials: chat, gravel, fill, sand, dirt, and more. Need your land cleared? Parking lot, building pad, dirt work, driveways, and bush hogging. We offer free estimates and competitive pricing, and financing is available as well. Sharp Custom Hauling. We can get her done. Leisure Comfort. At Leisure Comfort Heat and Air, we provide friendly heating and air conditioning repairs done right. We repair all major brands and give reliable options to get your system working properly. In the unfortunate event that your new equipment is necessary, we can make the installation seamless and easy. We install all major brands, and with free estimates and flexible financing options, upgrading your HVAC system has never been easier. Whether you're looking for HVAC system repair, seasonal maintenance, new equipment, or general construction needs, our trained technicians will get you on the best path to enjoying a comfortable home environment.
Welcome back to the Big Circle with your host. Well, we've already announced it. Don't mean to announce it twice. But anyways, welcome back to the Big Rectangle, Big Circle, whatever you want to call it. So we're talking about
expectations.
Expectations.
So we've talked about the fact that now we don't hear you talking as much about who you're disappointing, because the person that you're trying to put effort in is you. That's right. And you understand when you put that effort in you and you begin to mold you, change you, affect you, get a better version of you, everybody is happier with that version.
Absolutely.
So let me ask you this question. What happens when you've worked so hard living up to your own expectations, but maybe today you don't want to accomplish anything? Well, do you ever feel that way?
There are some days that you just kind of want to lay around in it, but it gets you nowhere. Like I've had today, for example, is just one of those, not necessarily where I don't want to accomplish anything, but one of those days it's like not a give up day, but kind of like a refuel. I need to stop and just breathe a little bit.
Because you're tired.
Tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, running 90 to nothing all week long.
Yeah.
Realizing a couple more things about myself. So, that's beneficial too.
There's a lot of stuff in those expectations. There's a lot of stuff to fit in the box.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's like, tomorrow, I've got a trip that I need to take in the morning, some things that need to be done. I need to be up at 4:45 and go to the gym. I've got to drive for a couple hours, get some stuff done, drive another couple of hours, got a meeting and a study when that's over.
Yeah.
Man, that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And then it's just like, well, I don't want to not go in the morning. I need to go, but can I go?
Yeah.
Well, how does that make you feel when you don't go? Is an excuse. Man,
you got all kinds of things circling through that membrane.
Through your brain,
So let me say this too. You got a lot going on today or tomorrow,
right?
For example. Can you still make the time? Because we were talking about this before the podcast. Can you still make the time to get up maybe an extra 15 to 30 minutes early and make the gym? Can you do it?
Can I do it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so can you live? Of course you can live with it, but how much will it weigh on your day knowing that you could do it and that you didn't do it?
Okay, I guess my back half of that I struggle with is the byproduct of doing it. So my last part of my day, I'm in a study tomorrow. How in tune am I going to be to that if I'm completely fatigued?
Exactly.
Because now when I go to do what I've got to do, I've got to go load a trailer, do all this stuff, physical things that I've got to get done. Is that more than I can accomplish? And, hey, do I sound weak when I say that out loud?
No.
But you see, when we talk about those expectations.
Yeah, how they can weigh heavier on the on the one individual more than it does anybody else.
And maybe viewers, I don't know if you've ever been through this, but I mean, maybe I'm not the only one floating in this canoe. You know, let's not say it out loud so I can just beat my chest and do what I need to do. Or can I do it or not do it? You know?
That's right.
That's a struggle.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I've realized in this journey is I tell a lot of people that ask me certain things or advice through all different walks of life is, what do I need to do? And it's kind of off topic, but it's kind of right on. So what do I need to do to be better? Mm-hmm. One of the biggest things that I've realized is investing in yourself. Yeah. Investing in yourself looks so different to so many different people. Right. You know what it takes to be able to invest in yourself. Yeah. The number one thing for me to be able to invest in myself is to be able to invest in others. Right. That necessarily doesn't mean the gym. You know that you have a big day tomorrow. Yeah. That you're investing into other things that come before the gym. Mm-hmm. So that's investing back into yourself. Right. So
right. But there is man, I don't know, maybe just mentally, physically, there's just something great about starting my day off at the gym.
Absolutely. It clears the mind. It just makes you that much more sharp. Just getting on that stair climber that you don't want to get on, you accomplish that, then you go to the weights. Yeah. Your mind's so much more clear for the day because it's kind of like we go back to the routine conversation. You fall out of your routine and your mind's a wreck. Yeah. It's almost like if I miss a gym for 2 days in a row, that whole day's crap. Yeah. It's just one of those.
Because that's part of your routine, the expectations that you have for yourself. And if you don't do those expectations that you have for yourself, you're disappointed in
yourself. Yeah. And then which ultimately leads to disappointing others because of the way I handle certain things.
Have you noticed that when you are failing in your own expectations of yourself that you notice what other people are doing to fail?
100%. Yeah, and sometimes they're not even failing in those things, but you try to compensate for that. So-and-so's doing this, and that's human nature. Yeah. Guys, let's get real with ourselves. We can't say that none of us do that. Right. So when we fail, we're like, we start compensating. Well, they didn't do that. Right. So it's okay, and we'll live with it. Right. If they can live with it, I can live without it. So one of those things.
And you get in that place too when you're trying to live up to everyone's expectations. At the same time, you're trying to live up to your own expectations. Then, I even have newer expectations of myself that I want to accomplish. There's some things I want to do more than I'm doing now. Where does that fit?
So a lot of those expectations come with pressure. Mm-hmm. So we also have to remember that with those expectations come pressure. But pressure also creates diamonds.
Yeah, that's true.
We always have to keep that in mind.
That's true.
Learning to keep moving forward. That pressure that's weighing heavy on you now, 10 years down the road, you're going to be so thankful that you walk through it.
Oh, I mean, all the things that I've already been through that brought me through that has got me to the avenue that I am today that I'm forever grateful for.
And you're always, and one thing I've noticed about you is you're never having a bad day. It don't matter what's going on. It's always a good day to have a good day.
Absolutely.
In Derek Falwell's shoes. Man, I strive to be like that. So in that, I've noticed some things that you've done, and I've taken mental notes of everything. Sometimes I take your marketing quotes, which you should charge me for. I'll pay you one day, I promise.
Hey, remember he said that. No, I'm just kidding.
Contact S&N Studios for your marketing quotes today.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, it's really good, man. It's a good life. And
man, my expectation for myself is to not have bad days. Yeah. Man, I've got people in my life. I'm blessed. Yeah. I mean,
how can you go wrong?
How can I be? And I probably am the old guy in the room that gets the dirty look when I say this, but the truth is, I got up the other morning and I had put on a pair of pants, and Sarah was like, "Oh, I didn't want you to pick those pants." And I'm like, "Well, why?" She was like, "Well, she doesn't like to dry her clothes completely because she says it ruins them. So she partially just gets them a little dry, hangs them up.
Okay.
So it keeps them longer, whatever. Well, she had moved. She needed some room, so she had moved them into the closet. But she was sure I wasn't going to pick those pants today.
Yeah.
But I did. I stick my hands inside the pocket, and it's kind of wet, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And I responded this. There are literally people that are waking up this morning hearing bombs hit their house and around their house. I'm not going to lose myself over some wet pockets.
Yeah. And that goes back to the sheer reality of how blessed we really are.
Yeah.
How we take the small things for granted because tomorrow's not promised. We're living on borrowed time.
Mm-hmm.
Just the little things that mean the most.
Right. I think, and I think anytime when you see somebody that's down or somebody that's struggling, we want to focus on why they shouldn't struggle instead of getting them through the struggle.
Yeah, that's right.
Even with you, and I've learned it before I met you through working with other people, but when we first met, you're not the same person you were when we first met. I mean, I've watched just a transformation in you in a lot of ways, and I had already been through the people that I have thought to myself, why are they, what are they even up, what's even wrong? They got it made.
Yeah.
I didn't have to spend my life thinking, oh, Ivy's got it made. That wasn't the thought process.
You actually wanted to get down to the core.
Yeah.
Figure out what's really going on, because whether it be addiction, whether it be relationship problems, whether it be, man, there's a root to all these things that's happening in somebody's life. And when you take the time to invest in somebody to figure out what those things are to make them come out on the other side, man, there's no better investment.
Absolutely. And when we were making burgers, and you said, you were like, man, this is the greatest night.
Yeah.
I was reminded in my life, I just rewinded back 20 years and remembered when I first started having fun without being ignorant and drunk and stupid. It was a whole new world. Like, I didn't know.
It was a scary world.
It was, because I thought, I didn't even know it was possible. Right? Just to have good fun.
Yeah.
And simple things be
cooking burgers, watching UFC 297, which was a complete dud till 12:30, which was so great because of the fellowship that we had with each other, the grilling the burgers, the little things in life.
Yeah.
Man, it makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah, and even talking about expectations, when you talk about expectations, there's sometimes that, as a pastor, you live in a glass house, and it's almost like people they're almost upset if you have fun, or they're like, you're having fun with them.
Well, that goes back to the old method of throwing rocks at a glass house.
Yeah, and it's just like, I just can't live my life like that. I recently, you talk about expectations. I stay pretty busy most of the time doing multiple different things. We're not going to get into all that, but I mean,
doing 3 episodes
doing multiple different things all throughout the day, which, man, certainly keeps it interesting. But I told Sarah probably a month or two ago, is I was like, man, I've got to start doing something just for fun that doesn't have anything to do with work.
That's right.
And doesn't have anything to do with accomplishing anything.
Yeah.
This is going to sound bad coming out of my mouth, but it don't have anything to do with helping someone get better.
That's right.
Just like
investing in yourself in the little things.
I got to stop and laugh.
Yes.
Stop and play a game.
Yeah.
Stop and just do something.
We're not getting out of this thing alive. We got to take some time to enjoy something in our life besides work.
Yeah.
Hey, and ministry is such a powerful thing that we get to enjoy investing into others, but also taking the step back just for that 30 minutes to an hour to a couple hours to just enjoying your life. Small things. Playing video games, which you can get smashed tonight on UFC 5 if you want it.
If you want to,
If you want it, it's free.
It seems like so many times you can get lost, and nobody's exempt. I can get lost in someone's expectations of me. just as well as anyone else can. I mean, and I think anybody that just says, I live my life 100% based off of my expectations and I never deviate from it. And, I mean, kudos. I mean, hats off to them.
Right.
But I don't even know if that's a reality in which you can live. No. I mean, you would have to be so narrow-laned to live in that reality. I just don't think that's...
I don't want to be any part of it.
No.
It just doesn't seem fulfilling to me.
No. Yeah. So if you have an expectation now, maybe I'm putting you on the spot since we're about to wrap up, but if you have an expectation now of yourself, of who you're... If you could put a word on what I'm looking for in 2024, what do you think that looks like for Ivy Heron?
You did put me on the spot, but this is really good, though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of words that can be focused in this. Consistency.
That's a good one.
Consistency.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Motivated.
Yeah.
Dedicated.
Yeah.
Determined.
Yeah.
And that fear of failure.
Yeah.
I know that's 3.
Yeah.
But that fear of failure,
yeah,
it's gone.
Yeah.
It's time to move forward.
And I think just consistency alone creates all them other things that you want to be. So
absolutely.
I think we did pretty decent for not having a topic.
The topic on the channel is going to be, what was it? Not evaluation. But anyways, it's a great. Yeah.
So
expectations. Almost said evaluation.
So lastly, I want to end with this. I don't know what expectations completely that you have for yourself and or you have for me. I don't know. But I do know this, that I'm proud to be part of your journey, and I'm proud to be in the circle that you're in. And you don't need to forget that.
Yeah.
And the effort that was put into you and the effort that you've put into me has made a difference in my life.
Yeah.
And not only you, but all the people that are listening that are in this circle that help make our lives better, we're thankful for each and every one of them as well.
And I couldn't say any better to you, because not only are you my pastor, but you're one of my best friends. You could almost say business partners sometimes. You could say many things that I'm grateful for. And I'm grateful for all the viewers that is joined into this big circle, because we're better together.
Yes, than we are apart.
Absolutely.
I heard it this week at a conference. It said, we may not have it all together, but together we have it all.
That's right.
Hey, this is the Big Circle. Thank you so much for joining us. We have enjoyed this. I'm Derek Followell.
And I'm Ivy Heron Jr.
We'll see you next time.
Sharp Farms. Sharp Farms is family-owned and locally grown beef. From our pasture to your table, we heard you need beef. We have what you're looking for, whole, half, or a quarter cow. If that's more than you need, let us help you build a custom meat box that fits your budget. Call or email us for more information at sharpfarms2022@gmail.com or call Miss B at 870-219-3497. J&M Trailer Sales and Service. J&M Trailer Sales and Service has a huge selection of trailers, trailer repair, and price is so low, it's stupid. Also, if you don't want to commit to buying a trailer or a piece of equipment, they rent it out as well. Trailers, car haulers, skid steers, and excavators. J&M Trailer Sales, located at 2510 South 2nd Avenue, Paragould, Arkansas.